No Harvard, but I was a scholar. Hard knocks, and I learned to be smarter. Don't prefer to be bothered. You get if I order. That's word to my father. I will for my mother. Deal with my
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to rain-soaked Miami, Florida. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Miami Dolphins. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now it's the Boise State alum, JVG-X-King. There are the numbers last week for JVG-X-King. 17 carries, 77 yards.
And while he may not verbalize it, in his mind, going up against this defense, one of the worst rush defenses in the league, he's thinking 200-plus in this game.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. They go play action here on first down. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down.
Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call now. But that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Cowboys have recovered. Some guys just have a knack for creating turnovers. He's got a little bit of that going. He forced a fumble last week, another one there.
And it just drives teams crazy because they realize that certain guys, as you said, have that knack, and they're trying to keep them away from the action, away from the ball. But the best ones have that overwhelming desire, that overwhelming need to get to the football and make it happen, and that he does.
Here's Prescott looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. 5 yards left for the offense. It's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And on 2nd and 10 now. Tannehill now, they give to Ajayi. And now running right through it. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down.
Well, so much for all the time that you spend in practice, because for offensive linemen and running backs to get in sync, that requires a ton of practice time, a ton of watching tape together, a ton of really getting to where you're thinking with one mind on every single play that's called, every single run, because you want to know how your guys are going to block it. They want to know how he's going to run it, what kind of cuts he's going to make, and it's really anticipatory. And when you're really locked in together, you know what he's going to do before he actually does it. On this play, that didn't happen at all, and that turned into a big loss.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety. Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Taking it about the 16. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off right around the 43. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Throwing on 1st down. Welch. And that is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Welch, he's going to look deep, and this is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Brashad Perriman, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now.
Johnny hit. He lost the football. But I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. This is Ajayi. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
And the D looking like they may blitz. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. This is brought in at the 21. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And he motions the wide receiver. On 1st and 10, Welch. This is caught by Robinson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Fresh set of downs here. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. On 1st down, Welch. And he slings one that's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Got an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Throwing again. Welch. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Moore. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run. As we envision them in offenses, catch the ball, how much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Charles Harris in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Throwing on 3rd and long. Welch. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kiko Alonso. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. They run again with a jive. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Here's Tannehill. Letting one go deep for Roberts. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on it and then let him run.
He's got some space. His throw incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
In motion right is Robinson. On 3rd down, it's Cannon, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Detroit! Here we go now. 3-19!
To throw on 2nd down. Welch. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Let's go! Green, 39!
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On 3rd down, it's Cannon. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. From the gun, Welch. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Welch. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. He's at the 50, the 40, past the 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. You have to figure with a rookie quarterback out there, you have to live with some of these mistakes, except they're going to happen. This one, though, that hurts. You're losing in this game.
And that's what you tell him. You know, that's what you drill on in practice. That's what you work on throughout time. Look, take care of the football, and then we'll let your talents come out. Don't try and force things, and then we end up with big plays like that end up hurting us.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
Throwing on 1st down. Welch completes it to the rookie from North Carolina, Ryan Switzer. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here's Ryan Tannehill and the Dolphin offense back out onto the field. Interesting stat line right now. Technically, he's completed 4 passes, 2 to his team and then 2 to the wrong team.
It makes you wonder what he's seeing downfield because he has completed 2 passes to his own team. But Jay's going to go. The 20, 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jay with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit. The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
All right, here we go.
To throw on second down. Welch got his man, Robbie Anderson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. From the gun on third down. Welch. That is caught. It's Perriman. 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Rashad Perriman, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake. Come the Dolphins now. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
On second down, here's Tannehill. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Dolphins on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 17.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. It'll be a gain of 11. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 15. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 32 that time.
Trying to defend a drag route is really tough because you don't want to jump a route that's shorter or underneath as the drag route is too quickly, because oftentimes they want to run that route and then hit over the top of you for bigger yardage. So if you can chip off the timing of the receiver off the line of scrimmage so he can't actually get into the route, that's the best way to defend it. But there was no possibility of that on that play. End result, receiver won in a big way.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or he keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
A gain of 6 there on first. Looking to throw on second down. Welch. He's going to go up top for the end zone. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On third down, it's Cannon, and he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on fourth down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, someone's getting
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Encroachment defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
All right, here we go.
Now it's Ajayi, and not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Infraction defense.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
On third down, Schaefer. He finds his man. It's Austin. A good pickup there at 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Here's Ajayi. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Looking to throw. Schaefer. And a loose football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to throw. Schaefer. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Larry Ridley will have first half highlights and analysis.
There are plenty to show in this one.
Going to be a busy man at intermission. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence. They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Looking to throw. Schaefer. This will be caught at about the 6. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
This is caught. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Parkey's kick is good. Around the NFL, second quarter in Atlanta. And the lead has gotten even bigger. The Texans have got it in cruise control right now. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And this one's incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
To throw again. Welch. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The Cowboys on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Let's go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. To throw on second down. Welch. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. On third down, it's Cannon. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. In motion left, the tight end. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. K.D. Cannon as time expires in the first half. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Big decision there. They say forget the field goal and go for it, and it pays off.
I wonder who was in the ear of the head coach on this one. Did he make this call on his own, or maybe the analytics coach got involved? And a lot of times you talk about that all week before the game. Hey, if we're in certain situations, analytics actually says do it this way, which might be against the norm. And it paid off for them in a really nice way.
Cashing in, and they're on the final play of the first half.
All right, let's do this. Here's the first half highlights. Now, early in the first quarter, Ellis has got the catch, but fumbles here.
You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the break, aren't they?
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now.
Yeah, let me pump out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Throwing on third and long. Welch. Hard throw, incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. They have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
They're going to try and throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. They got his man complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Robbie Anderson, 78 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. but I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
This is fielded at the goal line. A beautiful fake. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start.
J.J.'s going to go. 30, past the 20, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. J.J. with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be, but we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
To throw on third down, Welch. And Robinson with a big catch. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Back in that Philly. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Welch going to let one fly for Robinson. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there. Took a bit of long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. On third down, that's Cannon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
On 4th down, Welch. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And this is going to be incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on fourth down. They're now 1 for 3 on fourth down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on fourth down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have fourth down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go, and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game. And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Let's go.
They run with Ajayi. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a third down. Back to throw. Schaefer. He finds Roberts, complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. And Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jalen Smith in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll run with Drake, and he's got room. And he'll be knocked down sideways near the 25. 11 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down.
It seemed like the situation was second and a mile to go for a first down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenny Stills, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game.
Trying to make a comeback often appears daunting, but the only way to get there, start small, score, and worry about getting the next one after that.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Give him 30 yards there. Well, he flew past 200, 300, 400 yards. Now he's over 450 yards passing on the day.
So what you're saying is oxygen for everyone catching the ball and trying to defend?
Yeah, especially those guys trying to defend right now.
No doubt. They've got to be a confused group because they haven't been able to defend him very well at all. And I think he just wants to keep firing. When you have that kind of a day, you're just locked in. Just keep calling those pass plays.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Throwing again. Welch. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. William Hayes in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that. And the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on fourth down tries. They're trying again. Operating from the gun. Welch. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he'll be marked down deep into Miami territory. 30 yards on the pickup there. And that leads to a Dallas first down.
And they pick up the first down on a fourth down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stop them on third down, or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
He's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. And these numbers on our monitor are getting hard to believe. He's closing in now right on the doorstep of 500 yards passing.
I'm glad that you watched the monitor and said it first, because I had trouble.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They find some open field here. And now running right through it.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
So now here come the Dolphins. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Now a handoff working right. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
But it was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And he finds Stills, complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
On first down, Schaefer. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And left side here, it's Graham. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off Byron Jones. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you've got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. They'll send the tight end in motion left. On second down, Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now Elliott. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the tight end goes in motion left. Second and goal is still a decent chunk of yardage here. They're on the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Looking to throw on second down. Schaefer. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Looking to throw. Schaefer. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Throwing on first down. Schaefer. Austin's got it left side. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat. We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and just like that, it's third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On third down, Schaefer. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Cowboys on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Back to throw. Welch is going to fire one deep, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 39, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
It's caught, Stills, right side. Oh, and the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on.
Defense.
So that one will be accepted. Red zone opportunity.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jay Ajayi, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Well, he's done his part, Charles, no doubt about that. Maybe he's going to go over the sideline now and tell this defense, hey, let's go, step up.
And if they do, they've got a chance because right now he's become a force that hasn't been stopped from his side. 3 touchdowns rushing already, eager for more. If they get any type of stops, we've got a heck of a game on our hands.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical. Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Eluding the pressure right. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's more. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
Now let's go.
To throw on second down, Welch. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding a big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
On the NFL scoreboard there in the fourth quarter in Philadelphia. And an impressive display by the Eagles. They continue to pour it on, scoring again. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. Fielded about a yard deep. And he is knocked down from the side. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
No gain, and it's second down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and still the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Missed.
It will not go down. And bulldoze it. And look out. I think he's going to go. The 20, 10, 5. And he's going to be marked down deep in Dallas territory. A big play that time for the Dolphins. And even 70 yards.
All right, here we go.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. The quick slant caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Schaefer throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. From the gun, Schaefer, and Stills has got it. Touchdown, Miami. Kenny Stills with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And he's brought down after a good game. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. To throw on second down. Schaefer. No, followed up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Throwing on third and long. Schaefer. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 46, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to go up, and this is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Rashad Perriman with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. On the NFL scoreboard there in the fourth quarter in Philadelphia. And an impressive display by the Eagles. They continue to pour it on, scoring again. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Looking to throw on second down. Schaefer. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. To throw on third down. Schaefer. Now a desperation throw deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big gain of 31 on third down.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Operating from the gun. Schaefer. And Roberts with it over the middle. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. To throw on second down. Schaefer. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout.
As we go on